to our third segment.
Fourth.
Oh, if I've been sorry, my bad. Welcome to our fourth segment of Between Two Bats. A short series running for us to recognize and give some thanks to Ballard Baseball Bruins 2020 seniors. And in this fourth edition, we are welcome to bring in Jess Miller. Jess, how you doing?
Nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Glad to have you. Well, so let's kind of roll into just some getting to know you stuff. So, tell us about the different positions you played since you've been part of Ballard baseball, and what your favorite position is.
So, I mean, I've been a pitcher since 8th grade. That's probably my favorite position. I mean, I've played positions from third, short, first base, pretty much everywhere in the infield, and I mean outfield whenever they needed it. But I have to say, pitcher is my favorite position.
That's your good best spot to be, where you enjoy it the most.
Definitely, yeah.
Excellente. Tell us about your jersey number, and if there was anything particular behind the number you picked, or if there was any kind of meaning behind it, or just a number.
So I picked number 20 for my junior year, and I mean that was really the only number that I had that was in my size. If I wanted to choose a number, I'd have to choose 3 because one, it was my favorite NBA player, D Wade, and I mean I've had number 3 since I was 10 years old. So if I had to choose, it'd be 3, but 20 was my number last year just because I had to.
Height is a burden sometimes, isn't it? Height.
Howard.
Yeah, Dave's got his hand up. Dave, you got a question?
Yeah, I have a question.
All right, what's the question?
Jessman, is the name Jess short for Jessica?
No, it's not. It's actually short for Jestifer.
Huh.
That's equally as strange.
Yeah, it's strange. That was actually I was given that by Kalen Harkema my sophomore year. So
very nice.
Yes,
it's always nice when the former players hand something down. Tell us, as far as your favorite memory as part of Ballard baseball, individually or team or both.
One really sticks out in my opinion, and it probably had to be when I was a freshman, and I was dressing varsity for one of the first times. It was in one of the practices, and Hunter Mathis was a base runner on second base, and
oh dear,
Traeger was being the fielder, and he was catching pickoffs from Peyton, and Hunter was running back to the base, and he stepped on Traeger's foot, and Hunter was wearing metal spikes that day, and Traeger was wearing tennis shoes, so
it didn't end well.
Take that. Yeah, Traeger ended up taking the ball, throwing it over the clubhouse, and he yelled at Hunter to go get it. So Hunter spent probably 20 minutes trying to find the ball, and he came back with absolutely nothing. So that has to be my favorite memory.
Favorite memory? I love that. Well, speaking of memories, what do you feel like you're going to miss most about Ballard baseball?
Probably interacting with the younger kids, because I mean, I remember as a freshman, it was fun to be with the seniors and the juniors and just the upperclassmen in general. So being a senior myself, it was nice to get to be a role model and a guy for the freshmen and sophomores to look up to and just to joke around with them as well. So probably just interacting with the kids outside of my class.
That's awesome. Kind of oh, hang on, Dave.
Howard.
I almost forgot.
I have a question.
I almost forgot you were still here. Yeah, Dave.
I have a question. Jess, you mentioned that your favorite basketball player was D Wade.
Yeah.
And I noticed you're really tall.
Yeah, I am.
So, yeah, did you start playing baseball just because you suck at basketball?
Well, to be honest, I was playing soccer as a young kid. So, I mean, that was actually the sport I wanted to play, was soccer. but I mean, I sucked horribly at soccer. So
You don't see a lot of tall guys in soccer, I don't think.
no, you don't. You don't. So I said I'll give baseball a shot, and I never played baseball before until I was 10 or 11, I think. And my first tryout was for a local travel team, and I've never played the sport before. So my first memory was going into the outfield and catching a ball. And instead of catching it in my glove, I caught it with my face. So that was my first welcome to baseball.
Welcome to baseball.
Right, yeah.
Well, so we talk a lot about baseball. So tell us a little bit about what you like to do outside of baseball.
Pretty much just hanging out with my friends, gaming a lot. Not really. I like to play some hoops outside of baseball, but I mean, try and not take everything too seriously because sometimes it might not be the best.
For sure. Well,
Yeah.
so if
Wait. I have a question related.
Okay. What's the question?
So, I also know you like to play some cards.
I do. I like to gamble in my free time a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So, if your career as a pro poker player doesn't work out, think you can play baseball?
Professionally, probably not. But I mean, if my pro poker player route goes south, then I have an idea to play professional gaming. So
there you go.
yeah, I'll be a professional gamer if that doesn't work out.
So one other piece, Jess. So if you could go back and give your freshman self one piece of advice, what would it be?
Take lifting more seriously. Yeah, I definitely tell myself to do that because I mean
you got a tall frame. You need to put some meat on that thing, don't you?
Yeah, I mean I remember just freshman year I was a pretty skinny kid, and going throughout the years I'd lift more and more. But I mean I wish I would lift throughout the year, freshman year and sophomore year too, like I did junior and senior year. So I think that would have helped me a lot too.
Awesome. Jess, all excellent stuff, my friend. Hopefully you've enjoyed your time here on Between Two Bats. We definitely want to wish you as well as your fellow senior teammates. Knock on wood, there's something left to a season, but if not, thanks as always to everything you've done.
Mm-hmm.
5 years, as Jess is one of 3 players to have played as 8th grader for Ballard baseball. So best of luck in everything that you do going forward. And thanks for being guest number 4 on
Between Two Bats.
Awesome. Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks for being a good sport. Love you, Jessman.
Love you guys too.
See ya.
See you, bud.
See ya.